Hello there everybody, Dingo Crash here, and today we're finally back with a new part of Ratchet and Clank. And pretty much today in this part we will be getting some, of course, some skill points which I'm trying to aim for right now. It's something that it can be rather annoying. But one of the first skill points in this stage in planet Aridia is that you will have to destroy 3 ships. Before I started recording this, I actually destroyed only one. I accidentally destroyed one of the ships that was heading into our atmosphere, of course. And it should be arriving soon enough. Oh, here it is. It's getting near. And then we can actually continue with our adventure of this stage. But pretty much it has been quite a bit. We're just at the skill point. It has been quite a bit since the last time that I've actually recorded a part of Ratchet and Clank. The only time when I've recorded the Ratchet and Clank part was, well, I recorded only like 3 parts, and you know, there's a lot of backtracking with this game. There's a lot to do. There's so many objectives, so many skill points you have to get, and it's something that makes this game really, really challenging. And I really do wonder how is the next game, you know, gonna be the game that's coming out soon. It's something Ratchet and Clank is really one of these games that I'm really hyped for. It's one of these franchises, and compared to, you know, Crash and Spyro. I'm sure if I got hit. No, I didn't. It's like in compared to Crash and Spyro, you know, this game was really a whole lot more interesting in terms of storyline, in terms of gameplay, in terms of items, and a whole lot of other things that, you know, makes this game a whole lot interesting. Now, as a big fan of Ratchet and Clank, some of you actually know, some of you don't, but I've actually purchased a statue of the, you know, of the Ratchet and Clank statue that was on some website. I'm not too sure. It's like I forgot how many inches tall is that thing, but it was pretty big and stuff like that. Now, we're not gonna be wasting much time on this part of the game since it's a very easy part, and it's something that is very easy to just get through. And this is the second skill point that we're going to get right now, is that we have to use the swing shot, you know, instantly in order to get this skill point. That's how you get the this skill point, to be specific. And right now we're gonna get this thing. I forgot what it's called. I think it's the Trespasser. Yeah, it's a Trespasser.
Using the latest in precision laser technology, the Gadgetron Trespasser is guaranteed to work on Gadgetron's line of Invinso lock security doors.
Yep, so pretty much the Trespasser is a very useful thing whenever it comes to Ratchet and Clank, of course, since it helps you get a you know, access through doors and stuff like that. It's a kind of a hacking system kind of thing. And we just jumped a little down here, so we're gonna get this golden ball that's waiting for us. Now, this stage also has, we have to backtrack to this stage to this planet, to be correct. There's no stages in here in this game. Pretty much in here we will have to backtrack, since what happens is that we have to oh shit. Okay. There is another one golden ball that we need the boots. Yeah, we need the boots in order to get there. Now we're gonna use the Trespasser in order to. We have this little puzzle kind of thing, as you can see, and of course at first it's gonna be easy, and like, you know, this second part that, like, as you progress throughout the game, it's gonna get a little bit more annoying and stuff like that. And well, it's like that in Ratchet and Clank. You know, the puzzles can get really difficult and stuff like that. But you know, at the end of the day, it's what makes the game really interesting and not boring as fuck. It's like you're not really stuck on the exact same objectives, and you have a variety of missions and stuff like that that you know help you. Well, not help you. You just have more fun throughout the game, and you know, it's a very good thing. It's a very good thing that this game can be very challenging in compared to, you know, classic platformers and stuff like that. And I really must say that, like, even when it comes to Sly Cooper and stuff like that, I'd really prefer Ratchet and Clank over Sly Cooper. Sly Cooper is really fun. It has a lot of, it's a very adventurous game and stuff like that. But Ratchet and Clank always had this thing where you're just, well, for some of the, gamers out there, like that, it'll keep you hyped for, it'll just keep you hyped for the next game to come out, even though they had like games, like Quest for Booty, I think it was. And there was another game that was quite short in a way. Oh god, I fucked up on the jump. And I actually wanted to skip that part, but sadly it didn't happen. So, I forgot what I was saying. Good lord, I hate when it happens. I bet a lot of commentators have this problem where they just start talking about something and then they forget, but I'll try to get back to it. Now, there is a golden ball that you want to get right now, so what you have to do is you have to, kind of glide over here. You're probably gonna fall into this sand that'll try and eat you, but we're now heading towards the part where the golden bolt is, and this is the second golden bolt that we've got out of our way. I think that in total in this stage there are 4 golden bolts, if I'm correct, that is. Now, in this planet there are these 2 people, I think that relate to the hoverboard competitions and stuff like that, and they have crashed onto this planet because of Chairman Drek, of course. Now, as you can see, there is this this part where you have to use the boots in order to get up there.
No signal whatsoever. This downtime is killing me.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Don't be so literal, son. The problem is I'm stranded on this backwater planet and my star client is nowhere to be found.
Hey, we saw you on that infobot. You're Skid's agent.
Was Skid's agent. Haven't seen him since our ship crashed. And an agent without a client is like a flea without a dog. Say, you look like an athletic kid. If you can bring back the championship prize from the hoverboard races in Blackwater City, I'll make you my next star.
We have no time for trivial matters, sir.
I could be the next Skid McMarks.
Yep, that was very interesting. So his manager is apparently stuck in here. Well, actually, the guy is actually on this planet too. Now, there is this thing that I guess it is kind of useful for you to just get back to the beginning of the game. And we're gonna get into a part where I think it's the most useful part in this game in order to gain more bolts. Since it's kind of difficult to gain a lot of bolts and stuff like that. And here he is.
It's him, Skid McMarks.
That man from the infobot.
In the flesh, little dude. You guys get a load of that epic space battle I was in?
We saw ya, screaming for help.
That was like a war cry. My agent and I got ambushed on the way to hoverboard practice.
Did he survive the crash, sir?
He's okay, but I've had a little trouble getting back to my ship due to my sprained ankle.
Oh, come on.
If you can take out all the sand sharks, I just might have a spare hoverboard for you.
We'd love to help you, Mr. McMarks, but Ratchet and I need to find Captain...
One of your boards? I've always wanted a decent hoverboard. Well, alright. You just keep that foot elevated.
Yeah, so pretty much this part is where we're gonna destroy the sand sharks that are in our way right now. And if you let those sand sharks, the reason why I said like this is a very useful part whenever it comes to getting more bolts is because you know there's this thing that just shoots out more of these sand sharks, and it's kind of a useful thing in order to collect more bolts. Since, as I said, like in this game, collecting bolts can get a little, you know, rather difficult in a way. But you know, whenever it's using this regenerating vagina or whatever that is, this plant or whatever, it's a very useful thing in order to actually get more bolts. You know, in the later games, they made it a whole lot easier, and you know, to get that and stuff like that, and you know, it's something that's very interesting. Now, what I just did, I just broke a wall that you need to get to in order to get another golden bolt, of course, which here it is. We've got the third golden bolt in this stage, so there's just one more to get, and of course, as I said before, that golden bolt that we're going to get is we need we need backtracking in order to get it and stuff like that. Also, I'm not too sure if many Let's Players or something like that have been actually craving for bolts, because you know you kind of need a whole lot of bolts in order to upgrade your weapons. Obviously, you know, in Ratchet and Clank, you know, you can get the golden weapons and stuff like that. Like you can upgrade your weapons to the strongest, and it's something that's really fun to do. You know, upgrading your weapons and stuff like that. Even though they made it a little bit more easier in the later games, since like in this Ratchet and Clank, I mean in the first game, this Ratchet and Clank, in the first game, you have to get to certain areas in order to actually get the your weapons upgraded. And you know, it's something that can get, you know, rather irritating, and it's something that, you know, it's gotten a whole lot easier in the later games, and it's really fun, you know, to upgrade your weapons. It's just like you need to strategize. You know, how well are your techniques? You know how well are you? How good are you? How many bolts you're going to get throughout using certain techniques and stuff like that? And it's like, to me, it kind of matters in this game, like how many bolts you get and stuff like that. But as you progress in this game, there is something rather interesting. Nearly got by the sand sharks, and they're just like over there. This one's just like, is it stuck there? Oh shit. Well, I'm kind of trying to use this thing where I'm gonna shoot those freaking sand sharks out of the way, since they can get rather irritating. And of course they spawn a lot of bolts, and that's something that I really like about this part of the game, because you can collect so many bolts by destroying these freaking sand sharks and stuff like that. Even though right now I'm actually out of ammo, which is a bad thing, and I really need to get back. I actually just need to destroy those things before it'll be too late and I will die. And it's something that I really don't want to happen. It's something that none of the gamers really want to happen.
Here, man. Catch.
A brand new Z3000. You can't even buy these.
Well, I got a bail. Catch you dudes at the hoverboard races.
You've just acquired
Ratchet is one lucky Lombax. He sure is. Well, it's funny because in the first game, you know, Ratchet has this like kind of I want to be a badass kind of you know, personality. Like this is cool, you know. And it's really nice to see that his personality kind of becomes more loyal and, you know, more, you know, less asshole-ish in a way. And, you know, obviously in this game, you know, Ratchet and Clank become best friends and stuff like that. And, you know, they have a long way to go after this game. And it's the story that keeps us all happy, obviously. Now, we're pretty much done with this stage for now. We've collected the things we had to collect. And we're pretty much really good to go and move on to the next part. And I'm just gonna get health because I really need some health. There we go. It's something that is very needed, and I cannot wait for the time when I am gonna extend my health. You know, at a certain point, like the older games, you can actually extend your health meter, which was a very nice thing to have in the game. And let's see. Pretty much in the next part, we are heading into... okay, well, we don't need to get back there. We have to get into Eudora, which we're gonna head to right now. Planet Eudora. Pretty much in that part, in that planet. Oh, actually, there's a cinematic.
Yes, quite lovely. That should just about do it. Commander, we are finished with this world. Commence towing our planet to its next destination. Lieutenant!
Yes, sir.
You have fulfilled your tree quota. Barely.
We are ready to return to base.
Not so fast, Lieutenant. Just because we don't need any more trees doesn't mean they should have them. Destroy everything.
Drek is such an asshole. He sure is. And we're gonna kick his ass once we get there. So pretty much, guys, we've just entered this planet, and we will have a lot of fun in the next part. So in the next part, we're in Planet Eudora. And of course, as I told you guys in the last planet we've just been to, we will have to backtrack. So, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to drop a comment and a like and subscribe if you haven't. And we shall see you in the next part of Ratchet and Clank.